Welcome back to another episode of Whatcha, baken. So we made 2-hour bread in our earlier episode. Now we're going to make peanut butter brownies. This is in my mom's handwriting, and for those of you who don't know, my mother passed away when I was 10 years old from stage 4 breast cancer. So I have her recipe box, and my husband and I have played with the idea of doing a series on our Tube of You channel called Baking from My Mom's Recipe Box, or My Mom's Recipe Box, or something like that. If that's something you guys are interested in, let us know. But yeah, we're gonna make peanut butter brownies. I found this just searching through her recipe box one day, and my husband said, "You really need to make those." And I said, "I don't like peanut butter." And he said, "Well, I do." And I said, "Damn, okay." So yeah, we're gonna start making it. So you need a 1/3 cup or 5 tablespoons of softened butter, a 1/2 cup of peanut butter, and then a cup of sugar, and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So let's do all that real quick. Okay, so I have my stand mixer here, and then I have my, it's like a paddle, like a regular paddle, but it has these silicone things on the side, so it is scraping the bowl as it mixes. So we're going to do our sugars and our butter. So let's do that. I'm a little disorganized today, guys. Sorry about that. So now we have 1/3 cup or 5 tablespoons of softened, unsalted butter. And just to make sure I get it all, I'm just gonna take a knife, and my coffee's ready. Sick. Okay. Now you need a 1/2 cup peanut butter and a cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup brown sugar. Okay, so we have a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, cup of white sugar. Okay, now that you have your sugars and your butter and your peanut butter, we're going to cream them together until they are nice and together and homogenized. So after mixing for like 30 seconds, that's the consistency. That's the consistency you're kind of looking for, where it's all kind of sticky together. Now we're going to crack 2 eggs and put them in our mixture. 1 and 2 eggies. Now mix. Okay, now your mixture should look like this. Now we're going to add 1 cup of leavened flour. Leavened just meaning you have an exact 1 cup of flour. And mix. For those of y'all that don't bake, Evan's done, hold on. Okay, after you mix it for a little bit, make sure it's all mixed in. So now you're gonna use a whole bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Mine just happened to be mini because they were on sale, and 2 bags of the minis was a heck of a lot cheaper than a bag of the originals. So now you're also going to take a 1/2 teaspoon, little t, of vanilla and just kind of splash it in there, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Preheat your oven to 350. So stir all together, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what to do. So we have our bowl here, and then we have a greased 9x13 right here. Pour your mixture into the 9x13. Oh, she's thick. My husband's watching a movie, if you can't hear it. He's watching Bad Grandpa. So if you hear that, that's him. Okay, so fun fact about me, I don't like these flimsy ones because look at all that goodness that we have left in here. So I'm gonna get a stiffer one and mix it all out. Okay, that's so much better. Now you're just going to take your mixture and just make sure it's even. Put it into all the corners, all of the nooks and crannies, all of that jazz. Doesn't have to look pretty, because all you're gonna do is eat it. That's my theory. But then again, if it looks good, you think it's gonna taste good, and it's whole psychology thing. It is what it is, y'all. So, I feel like there's a lot more when you do the mini chocolate chips versus like when you do the regular chocolate chips. I feel like there's just a large quantity of them. I don't know if I like the mini chocolate chips. Make sure you have regular chocolate chips as opposed to mini. I feel like this is going to be very chocolatey. So, yeah. Okay, so 350 for, I think it's 30 to 35 minutes, but let me go check. Yes, 30 to 35 minutes. So after 30 to 35 minutes, I'll come back and show you guys. Okay, about 37-ish minutes later, here's your brownies. Y'all hungry?